Welcome to Wedding Day Podcast with your hosts, Sonja Babich, CEO of Iron Diamond Media, a leading wedding resource featuring 7 localized wedding brands across the country, and Dan Riggs, photography and videography expert and founder of Summit Hill Studios. Come along as they travel from state to state to connect with the most creative and well-respected professionals in the wedding industry. Every episode will arm you with the hottest new trends, wedding day tips and details, and they'll show you all the joys of planning your perfect wedding day.
Hi everybody, Sonja Babich here with Wedding Day Podcast. I am sitting here at the beautiful Scottsdale Resort in Arizona, of course. My co-host today is Chelsea Gibson, editor of Arizona Bride and Oregon Wedding Day, and the managing editor of California Wedding Day and Washington Wedding Day. We are sitting with my friend, Dominique Mattessino, owner and founder of Soul Agave, and she's actually has produced and executed and designed our upcoming Best of event, or it already happened, technically when you see this, for Arizona Bride. And she has been a rock star, and I cannot wait to see her magic come to life tomorrow. So, hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for doing all of this.
Anytime.
Yeah, and it's not even just, it's not like an ordinary event. There are installations. There are you're building things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it feels weird to say that it's done technically. And for this, when this comes out,
That feels like very
and I'm in it right now. I'm downstairs still installing.
Oh, yes.
And like everything that is helping leading up to this, with like even your reels on your Instagram is just making that energy like even more exciting to see what you created tomorrow.
Yeah, we had to drip them in, you know what I mean? We had to make sure they understood what they were getting into. And I think they're all going to show up ready, shown out. I think they're all massively excited. Like the energy tomorrow is going to be,
The energy here is always incredible, but yeah, it's going to be another level.
very excited.
And you have so much vision and energy. Like you have your own style for sure. So what is your ideal client?
That was a great question.
Well, before we do that, I want to hear more of her story. Oh, sorry.
We're down to talk about whatever.
No, I know. So like, how did you get into this? How did you go? I'm gonna create Soul Agave.
Yeah.
Which is such a catchy business name.
Thank you.
Self.
Thank you. Well, when I was naming it, I wanted to represent Arizona because that's where we are. That's where we're based out of. So that's where the agave comes into play. Because agave means of all desert plants. So that's like the definition of agave. There's a million different species, right? And I probably have 10 to 20 of them in my backyard. So like I'm super into them. So I was like, okay, we're going with agave. Now what else? And then I was like, well, what am I going to do for this company? Is I'm bringing souls together. I am bringing people into an experience, into a space, into, connection. And so I was like, soul, SOUL, and then agave. And then when you put it together, it's like the soul of all desert plants. So I was like, that's it.
Right.
Like we're done.
Perfect.
That was it. That was like check mark. This is all before ChatGPT could help you out. It's a business name. But we're thinking 900 different things until you figure out what made sense. But yeah, that was the creation of the name. How I got into the space, I've always been in the event space in general. Prior to Soul Agave, I owned a marketing agency. So we focused in B Corps and nonprofits when we locked in. And so I was in the event space from a gala perspective and fundraising.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have been a mixologist for 10 years. So I was bouncing around and just learning this people and the vendors. So when I decided to step away from the marketing agency, I was like, what do I want to do? I kind of have a clean slate. Like, what's interesting to me? What am I good at? What comes natural to me? Just like this whole conversation. I was like, I want to do events. What kind of events? I'm like, oh, weddings sound the hardest. Let's do that. But then it was like, where do I want to find my niche? Which is actually the proposal planning is my love, like my little thing over here. It is the wedding space, but I love proposal planning and long-term strategy. They're also my potential clients down the road too, right? So like full circle, I was like, I'm honing in on proposal planning, and that's what I did in the beginning. I think we're like 4 years old now, so still very baby in this space in general. We're still a baby company.
But you're moving mountains.
And I've got vision. I've got a lot of ideas, and I can't wait to bring them.
I don't think you sleep.
No.
You have so much energy.
I do. And when I have it, I'm going to use it because I'm sure it's not going to last forever.
Like, I'm seriously on a conference call with you, and you're, like, on a balancing board?
Yeah, I will. At my desk that raises, I can stand up at my desk because I can't sit all day. I have a, like a surfboard balance board, and I just balance on
And
it.
she's like, "I'm just here."
Yeah, I was like, well, if it looks like I'm going to fall off, I won't. I'll be fine.
Oh my gosh, you're multitasking.
So I was like, my whole eyeballs are like, "Oh, she's hanging in there. Oh, that was close."
They're like, oh, is she going to make it? How long can she actually stay up here for? Which I can balance for a long time now. It's worked out, which helps me in all of my other areas of life.
Okay, let's dive deep a little bit in general, just with our event to help explain the production that is going into this event and all the amazing wedding professionals you have brought into
Yes.
is all to produce that, one, design it
Yes.
and actually bring it to life.
Yeah, in 4 months too. We only started maybe the end of January, really. By the time we were able to wrap up our weddings and we had some other big designs in place, by the time we got the venue really locked in and secured, it was like, all right, guys, let's go. We're having at it. And I actually put everything else on hold and was like, this is our sole focus. Don't work on anything else. And we brought it to what it was. So it was a lot of just making sure I took the vision of what you set for every magazine, right? And made it ours and made it something that we would also be proud of. And there's a lot of surprises. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know all of them.
I don't know any.
Yeah, well, she's gonna live through our eyeballs tomorrow.
Oh, yes. I can't wait. It's just, and it's not necessarily like, oh, the room is going to explode, right? Surprises. It's more just those small little details that us in the space actually know and care about and look for, and everything is thought through.
But the best thing about, again, going back to just our event is it's wedding professional. And they actually appreciate the details, but also if something isn't perfect, they also appreciate that too.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. We got you. Do you need us to actually help? That's the best part. I was like, oh, it's strike time. Well, guess what? All of you know how to clean this shit up. Let's go. No, but we've got it handled. I'm just kidding.
That's probably the least thing that we all don't like to do.
I know.
Clean up. But producing it, executing it, but the cleanup is such a buzzkill.
But it goes so quick, and we all know exactly what we're doing.
And it goes so quick.
Every event that I've ever planned for the space is everybody's all hands on deck always. And what do you need? I got you. How do we help? The community out here, which you guys have done such a great job of actually initiating again, because prior to the magazine coming, I don't think there was very much solid connection. I would say there's pockets of it, but solid connection. And that's what drew me in, right? And that's because that's what matters to me. Yeah. And I've had these conversations with Brittany. I haven't really talked to you guys. So I'm like, okay, she knows a little bit about it. But that's what drew me in is I'm really, really, really about community, wholeheartedly. And everybody knows that.
That was actually what the person I met at Boulders Resort told me. I asked her, do you have anything like this here? And that employee of Boulders Resort says, we need you. And that's what helped. That sold the deal for me. It's I'm relaunching Arizona Bread. I'm waking it up.
Yeah,
so it was sleeping. It was just sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why the previous owner just put it to sleep for a while. But I'm
yeah, put a pause.
Yeah, but with the acquisition, oh no, we're bringing Arizona back, baby.
Yeah,
We come hard.
You came hard.
Real hard. There's so much talent here. It's crazy. And it gets crazier every issue. I don't think you guys can top yourselves, and then you do. And so it's super fun to be a part of as well.
And just your team, you keep topping yourself. At the, were you the judge at?
Oh, at the
Confetti Collective.
Confetti Collective.
Yeah, she was so impressed with your table.
Thank you. Yeah, we won best crowd or whatever it was.
Of course, you get a crowd
favorite or somebody get birds right for me. But yeah,
I voted for you. So sorry. I don't know if I'll just share that.
Of course you can. It's done and over with. Thank you.
But it was sort of like Renaissance.
Yeah, we really. I don't go into any design without really diving into what I want them to feel and what avatar are we falling back on. Because when you get into design, especially even for this event, when I'm asking for sky's the limit, I need to know where's too much, where's not enough, where's the line that we draw. And for us, that comes down to super, super deep avatar work. And so for that design, for the Confetti Collective, It was a bride that got engaged in Italy, and she wanted to bring that to Arizona. And we wrote this whole skit of who she is and what she was, and so we could tell the real story.
Right, creating their personas. So
I'm literally shivering right now.
I know, I can tell by your lips. We're doing really good.
Why was so cool?
But I feel like every design that you are presented to, you do deliver it more than what the client expects.
Yeah, we like that. And I think that's about like what Soul Agave is about is we care about your shit more than you do sometimes. And we like to dive deep into that. And the better we get to know you, the better that you allow us in, the better I can execute an event that actually makes sense for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we will, like for our full planning clients, we'll probably spend the first like 2-3 months like diving real deep into who they are, their relationship, like the whole nine. And we talk about that and even in the sales call because I'm like, I will be like this with you for the next year and a half. Like you need to like me and I need to like you. And we need to, the more you let me in, the better I can do my job. So
And I know when they tell you, it sticks.
yeah. Yeah.
And
It's either I'm right for you or I'm not. And I like it like that.
And I love that. Boundaries. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
like I say before, you're interviewing them too. And if you're not clicking, it's not going to be fun for you either.
No, 1,000%. I almost end all of my sales calls like that. Like, who else have you interviewed? Not that I need to know their names, but are you interviewing? And I recommend you doing so because as much as you think you like me, you might like the next one better. And I'd rather you go with them because it actually makes a lot more sense for you and for them. And there's enough to go around. And that's the community aspect is like, yeah, I'm competitive. Don't get me wrong. Like the Italian jersey comes out real quick. I'm a very competitive. I'm also an Aries, so that doesn't help. But there's enough to go around. Like I want it to be a good fit both ways because I end up enjoying it more. I get to get more creative. I feel more comfortable. You feel more comfortable and then more magic happens.
I always say when you're selecting anything, like you don't need to have one foot in the pool and one foot out. It needs to be like both feet in the pool,
Upside down.
because then you have more fun together.
Yeah. Like dive in and yeah, literally. If you don't want to dive in with me, then don't at all.
Okay, let's cannonball into like the event that's happening.
Yeah, literally.
How do you start that process with organization? I know you're a queen of spreadsheets.
I am. So is Jen. Jen on my team is a spreadsheet queen. That girl will itemize every little thing. The design process for this event specifically, I needed to know how many people we could fit in that space because I need to know how many tickets you can sell. So it's a little different than a wedding day, right? Like that's opposite for a wedding day. So for this production specifically was, we'll put the stage up. How big do we want the stage? How many tables, give or take, do we think we want to sell in general? And so we went basic design, how many people we can fit, and then we backfilled from there and designed the whole experience.
So let's now talk about day of going 3D, right? What do you start first? What comes into the building first? Like,
Oh, staging. Everything from on the production side of things, it's from the ground up. You have to think about it that way. It's staging, it's electrical. Electricity is like the least sexiest part of production, but it's like almost the most important in my brain.
For sure.
Like lighting an entire room, you can like change an entire room with one color, right? And then wait till you see what I have for tomorrow because that's a lot of that, which I can say now because I know this won't go anywhere, but lots of lighting production happening tomorrow.
oh, I'm so excited.
Because we were so tight in that room because there's so many of us because we're almost at 600, by the way, which is like crazy. What were we last year?
We were at 350, I think. Right?
Well, and then
no,
because then we upped it.
was it 450 or 400? I think was last year.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 because something.
The year before was 200. I think was 450. Yeah, it doubled. So 450, and now 600.
Yeah, we're like capped. And so I was like, well, I need to fit all of you in there. And tomorrow's going to be a lot of lighting as decor because I wasn't able to actually go design heavy in that space because there's no room like at all.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I was like, well, what can I do instead? Lighting.
Yeah, because there's no room because there's so many people.
I know, there's so many, and there's so many beautiful humans that'll be there and filling the seats. I needed to give them a seat.
Okay, so in the now tomorrow. Okay, so we brought all the things in, the rentals, all the hard goods in a sense. What are the key things that you're going to look at or work on tomorrow to make sure everything is executed for your production that you've worked hard for the last 6 months?
We are lucky enough that the majority of everything will be set today. And then tomorrow we will do small design aspects. So everything is like little details tomorrow.
Like florals.
Yeah, the live florals, because we have some that are fake as well that actually go in tonight, because when you're in 100 degrees in Arizona, you kind of have to dabble. But yeah, you have to. You have to hydrate.
I didn't know it 30-minute like shelf life outside in Arizona.
Sometimes even worse. By the time you get it out of the car, because by the time you took it in the car and got it out, it's done. So
It all counts. Yes. Oh,
it's gone.
stressful.
You know what I mean? And so balancing between live and real for them on the floral side. But tomorrow is little button up details. I have an art installation that's getting installed with some wedding dresses.
I know there was a little sneak to that. I can't wait to see that.
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, well, okay, so go on after.
Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit, because you also want to tell you all the freaking details. We got True Society is our partner here that we use very often.
Great member app.
Yes, yeah, and they offered me. Well, I asked for about 12 wedding dresses that I could mingle with, like just in case. Like I was like,
Shauna's always up for a challenge.
literally. Well,
Yeah.
I asked the perfect freaking human, because I went up to her and I was like, all right, I have an idea. Like just follow me here. And she was like, oh yeah, my mom used to install the Mall of America, all the designs. So
From Minnesota.
yeah, and I was like, okay, so I'm not out of my wheelhouse here. I'm actually came to the right human with the right tools and know exactly what I want to do. And so she,
And she does it effortlessly.
oh yeah,
Come.
so good. And so we got 12 dresses, or 11 or 12 dresses. She asked the designers to actually send their staging dresses, so I'm able to damage them, quote unquote, in case I needed to. Which I didn't really have to, so it was actually worked out perfectly. I made internal structures for every dress, and then we are hoisting them in the air and making kind of like a cloudy vibe with the dresses.
Oh, wow, that's I can't wait.
I know. And well, obviously this is all in my head still. It still needs to get installed in the morning and make sure it goes from here to paper to real life. But from what I've actually like built and seen and have tested, because I came here on Monday and did design them all, because I couldn't design them in the office and transport them, because then the dresses would get dirty. So I had to come here early a couple of days ago.
This just shows like just producing, right? And if you have this vision, like anything is possible.
Oh,
It does take time and people that will value it.
you gave the guys the limit. I mean, they go on now. I
did. As it go bad.
I was talking to Hannah downstairs, and I was walking her through all these details, and she was like, oh my gosh, Dom. Well, first of all, we've never had 50 sponsors, so thanks so much. I was like, you're welcome. I was like, but geeking out over all the details with Hannah, and she was like, very, very, very intentional about your details. Like, oh yeah, absolutely. I was like, but did I have a choice? You gave me sky's the limit. I didn't get 3 colors here to like just be like, oh, ball out. I got sky's the limit as my theme.
I create all my planners, and again, I haven't seen all my best subs yet, but like
No, it's so
to
good.
understand sky's the limit, it's limitless.
Yeah, and
It is.
well, I had to push the boundaries.
Ideas and push the boundaries.
Yeah, I had to push as far as I could go.
And if these events are supposed to be pushing the boundaries, they're supposed to be leading edge, inspiring. So thank you. I'm sure it's gonna be not a 10, a 20.
Yeah, double it. Run it back. Do it again.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Why do you love what you do?
Oh man, it fits me. I absolutely love what I do because it makes sense for who I am as a whole. And when I started a business, I wanted it to represent me and as a brand and just all encompassing. And this hospitality is where I belong. And creating experiences is what I'm great at. And you will never have a party or a celebration or anything with me involved in it not be a good time. And I'm like, okay, this is my space. This is exactly what I need to do. And I need to be challenged. And so I was like, I'm doing weddings because I will get bored real quick. And so I was like, I need real challenges. I need to be able to dive deep with people because I care about that altruistic side of myself. And I was like, this is my space. This is exactly where I need to be. And I started it and I never left.
It's amazing.
Honestly, like, Dom, your energy is so contagious.
Oh, thanks.
And like, just keep being you.
Oh, thank you.
Because they're all going to attract to your energy. Who wants to work with you is going to keep up with you.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're incredibly authentic,
Thank you.
and it is so attractive to your peers and your colleagues and for couples, for sure.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's a amazing space.
I think
I'm honored to be here.
I think in general, your sky's the limit. Whoever works with you. So you just keep being you, honey.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for tuning into Wedding Day Podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye.